Starfox 64 Survival is a ROM hack of Ocarina of Time. It's a surprisingly unique hack with a really cool gimmick. You play as Fox McCloud with a beam sword, and you must fight your way through a planet of hostile creatures after a crash landing. Kaze described this as being a sort of Zelda roguelike. The way it works is you have two primary areas. There's the battle arena full of unique terrain from grasslands, slippery ice to a lava pit, and you're supposed to clear this room of enemies, then you get a treasure chest with something cool inside. After that, you go to the rest area where you can buy things from these statues. Then you rest for the night and do it all again. There are 30 days in total, and each day gets progressively more difficult as you go on. The enemy selection and placement is also randomly generated to a degree, which means Dead Hand can spawn in the lava pit, and you can imagine what a fucking nightmare that is. The game does not give a shit about you. It will just slap you across the world and back as though it's playing table tennis with your corpse. Even the rewards for beating each night are randomly generated, which means you can get a really unlucky streak where you don't really get much of anything except rupees and maybe some bombs, but that's part of the fun. It's harder to get mad at RNG when you're dealing with a brief game where that's the entire gimmick. The first thing I noticed about this game was the music. Unlike other ROM hacks that recreate music in the base game's sound font, this is pre-recorded music straight out of Star Fox Assault and Adventures. I love remixes, but to put an entirely unadulterated version of a song is not that common, especially for N64 games. So it is very impressive and fits very well. I think one of the coolest things this game did was give me a new appreciation for Deku nuts. I've been playing Ocarina for my entire life, and I've never used these things as much as I did in this hack, and that's the whole point. This hack is designed to push your knowledge of the game's functions to its limit. It wants to test you, like, yeah, you beat Ocarina before, but did you really understand what you were doing, or did you just wing it? Of course, not every test is exactly fair. I mean, when it's randomly generated, that's kind of impossible, but anything that takes place in the lava pit is just an absolute shitfest, especially with these assholes. Also, the big Goron sword is nothing but a lie. This shit breaks after 5 usages, even though it clearly says that it won't break. That's annoying. That being said, if you've beaten Ocarina of Time 17 billion times before, as I have, you should be able to squeeze your way through, depending on how many Deku nuts they give you. Well, that concludes day 10. Merry Christmas. And enjoy the Game Awards tonight, but remember not to take them too seriously. Never forget Witcher 3.